at left tackle, and you're like the guy we want. And I was like, well, I'm wanting to come home, so let's just make it work. And it was just like that. It was super easy, but just thankful to be here, you know.
I don't know if I've ever talked to anyone more 3 minutes later.
Yeah, it was quite surprising myself. Like, I put my phone down, and then next thing I know, I had to pick it back up, and Coach Dickey was on the phone with, I think, Coach Dunn and the other GA at the time. So it's kind of just like, whoa, like I didn't realize, but it was good. So.
And I know you weren't a part of it, but does anyone, your teammates or coaches, have they talked about last Kansas State lost 48-0? Does that factor in at all, or is this a new team, their new team?
I'd say it's more the players, but less than the coaches. The coaches know that we lost 48-0 last year, but I'd say the players are more amped up and ready to get out there than anybody else, because they know that that wasn't really on the coaches last year. It was on them, so they know that they need to come out and show why we're better than what we're showing out there on our record right now. So it's just, let's go out there and play ball, do what we have to do, and come out with a win.
Does it do anything for you to be like, I wasn't part of the last one, but I'm here to help these guys?
I understand the drive that they have, because seeing them push hard makes me want to push harder too. Because I don't want to be the guy that's lacking and just being like, well, I wasn't here last year, so I don't have to care as much. But that's just not the culture we have. So it's good to see them try hard, and it's good for us, like the guys that transferred in, to be able to be like, okay, I understand that what they're feeling, I should feel too, and I should work just as hard. So it's good.
After being at left tackle so long at Texas State, you come in, you play a little right tackle this year. Was that weird? And then what has the transition been like back to left tackle?
I will say it was a bit weird. It was really during that first week of fall camp that Coach Dickey put me there. But after that first few days, it kind of I got back into it. Understand, it's just everything is just flipped, and just that brain flip was good to get going. And then it's kind of just, you just got to be able to do what you got to do. Best man up. Fill in the gap, because Jake got hurt, unfortunately, but he came back, and now we're good. So hopefully I can stay at left for a little bit longer.
What is it like working next to I don't know if you guys call him Queso or Jason, or
yeah,
what
Queso,
you guys, yeah. What is it like working next to him?
He's good. He's really athletic. Any of the guards, they're all good athletic, very physical, explosive. They know what they're doing, and if they don't, they just talk to me. So it's good. Queso, I live right next to him in the dorms, so it's really good. We're pretty good friends outside of football, so it's good to be that close and have somebody you can rely on next to.
Being an Oklahoma kid, did you grow up an Oklahoma State fan? Did you grow up an OU fan? What was that?
I grew up an Oklahoma fan, both teams. I didn't want to see just anything but Texas teams winning. I did not want any Texas teams winning. That was any of them. But whoever,
Was that tough for you then, going to Texas State?
Well, no, because they weren't, I didn't even know about Texas State really whenever I got offered. Mm-hmm. I used to play them in NCAA football 14, and because they were the lowest overall, and you could beat them by 100. But I didn't really know about them, but it was the best offer I had out of high school, so I was like, well, I'm gonna take it and go see what I can do down there.
You visited OU as a senior, right?
Yeah, well they invited me to some games.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How ironic is that now you've kind of found your way to the other side of the rivalry, I guess?
Yeah, hey, this is where God wants me, so it's just how it is, They actually, after I committed to Oklahoma State, Coach Venables followed me on Twitter, and I was like, a little late for that, buddy, I'm already here, so I'm trying to pull a little late recruit, but we're good now. I'm where I want to be, so.
All right, is running out on against Stadium, having your parents here, I know they went and saw you at Texas State too, but being this close to home, is it everything you hoped it would be?
It's, just that first game, the walk, I got super emotional on the walk, just because I'd never had more than 2,000 people come to a game. So just seeing more than that on the walk itself is just it was crazy. Just super, I felt so grateful. And then my grandparents, my dad's parents, they weren't able to come to any games at Texas State. So it was good to get them to actually come to a game in person and be able to sit down and see how I play in person rather than on the TV, which is good. I just can't believe I'm honestly here. It's such a great feeling, but glad to be here.
Whenever you graduated high school, I imagine there were people in your class that went to different schools in Oklahoma that were going to Oklahoma State, that were going to Oklahoma. Was that tough for you to come to grips with, okay, neither of them want me right now? And kind of the journey that you've had to get here was a lot different than those guys, I imagine.
Yeah, it's just kind of put your head down, just work. I would say, coming out of high school, I didn't think I would ever be a very good player. until I had like a coach down there believe in me and be like, listen, like if you just stick to it, you'll be good. And it was kind of like opened my eyes, like, wow, like maybe I can do something. Maybe I can be able to like provide for my family in the future. So it's just like I just kind of put my head down and started working. You know, there's nothing really like, I don't know what else to say. Just just get in the weight room and learn the playbook.
One more for Dalton, we'll let him go if you got it.
So you talked about right tackle, left tackle. Are you more comfortable on the left side?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The last 4 years it's been at Texas State. It was definitely left tackle heavy, but I mean, I was in fall camp. Coach Dickey moved me to right, and it was kind of a weird adjustment to getting used to. But then after a few days, it was like I'd been there forever. So it's just good, you know, getting back into the groove of like being able to play both in right and left. So.
Thanks, guys.